Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Bastards post-game show. The typical crew is in the house tonight, myself and Brendan. Brendan, we want to welcome you in, Mr. Wicked Awesome. Except the Patriots aren't wicked awesome anymore, but it is what it is.
A relic of the past.
How are we tonight?
Well, Nick, coming off a loss tonight after a win. So, you win some, you lose some here in September for the Red Sox. Um, Before we get into this game breakdown, I just wanted to mention Dale Mooney, the Patriot fan that was killed. I just wanted to express my thoughts and prayers for his family and for him. A tragic event in Foxborough. Just one of us, really, a brother that was taken. So definitely unfortunate to hear, but we keep moving. When it comes to the Red Sox in this game, yeah, 4 innings out of Tanner Houck, so not the best. You definitely want some more, and then you had that bullpen rotation with Brandon Bernardino, who got out of a Houdini act, that's for sure. He got a little bit of a jam. Yovera, he sucked tonight. He's been better. He fell off tonight. Murphy's that kid that I always wanted to see develop. He did not have it. But this kid, Zach Weiss, I've seen him a little bit more and more, and he's shown good things coming out of the pen for the Red Sox.
Class act move right there, Brendan, for opening the show like that. Just my overall take from it. You fans out there, you got to remember this is just a game. It is just a game. Stop fighting with one another. Let the professionals play their game. You win some, you lose some. I understand it's championship style, but I'm sure this had something to do with too many drinks and everything like that. And I know this is our Red Sox post game show, but just a whole sad, tragic kind of thing. And that's got to
It
stop.
is.
Be more aware of yourself when you go to a game and represent yourself in the best way possible when you go out there. Everybody just needs to think before they act and make better decisions with themselves. On the Red Sox front, it was Nate Eovaldi going up. I was a big advocate for Nate Eovaldi staying here, so it was painful for me to see him go to the Rangers because Nate Eovaldi meant something to me. Nate Eovaldi meant toughness, grit,
Oh,
all
he
that
did.
stuff that we want to look for a pitcher. And especially with a Red Sox team that has been hurting so bad for a quality arm that was big game tested. I always call him Big Nuts Nate. It's just he went out there and he delivered. I mean, the guy was a horse, and you don't have any horses. You don't. You don't. So seeing him go to the Rangers was painful. But the Red Sox have actually hit him pretty well this season. They put him on the ropes very early. I mean, Yoshida had a great hit that was up the middle, scored 2 runs right there. Tanner Houck started tonight for the Red Sox, and it pains me to watch the regression of Tanner Houck because I was so high at the beginning of the season with him on getting into that rotation because I like his toughness, I like his grit. But the guy's got to learn to pitch more than a fastball and a slider. He has got to find some other mix in his artillery because if he does not, he is going to find himself out of Major League Baseball quickly or into the bullpen. I don't see him as a starter for next season at all. There was some interesting debate between Terry and Ballpark Buzz. Me and I were going back and forth about the thoughts of with a new pitching coach. Could they reinvent the wheel and get Houck back to a better form? I like the thought of that, and I'd like to be positive on that because I think you still have something in the tank with Tanner Houck. I don't want to give up on him. I don't. I like the kid. I wouldn't trade him. I think you can develop him better. Brendan, your takes.
I I like bringing up Nate Eovaldi, especially. My favorite memory is that World Series game where he made it single handedly go to 3 a.m. I'll never forget it. It went
It's
16.
actually almost 4 a.m. It was
It was
3:37 in the
three.
morning.
Yeah, it was coming up on 4 a.m. I remember watching it. It was all on Nate, and he did awesome. It was terrific. But you're right. This team missed him definitely in this rotation. You're right about Tanner. I love that kid, but it's a bad sign if he's one of your top arms in that rotation. If you're going to be contending for the East or for the AL, you definitely want him in the back of that rotation as 4th or 5th guy. there's definitely stuff there. I mean, every year something happens with the pitching market. I mean, you saw the sweeper revolutionize the game this year. So maybe he develops some kind of new pitch that he can use. But you're right. It really comes down to what his four seamer can do and then what his slider can do. But the competition gets really good and batters will figure you out. And yeah, he would get abused. It sucked that he got hurt. Definitely sucked. He was out for a while. But yeah, he came back and has not been the same yet. So wait and see.
Tonight was also a struggle with our bullpen. The bullpen just didn't have it. Brendan and I have talked about the A team and the B team. Well, tonight was pretty much the B team or the C squad that you got thrown tonight. You had Yovera. I don't know why. I know he's had some flashes of good, and then he's just stuck up the joint a lot of the times. I don't see him on this roster for next season. I don't. But the walk fest, that's the number one thing. As a person who's coached baseball and everything through, the younger age, Little League, Babe Ruth, and even into high school, the one thing that I always had as my golden rule is that if you continue to walk the ballpark, you're out of here. I know the new rules with baseball and everything has changed that, but the walks kill. They kill. They come back and they get you. And that's exactly what happened tonight. Throw a strike. Just get it down there. I'd rather than make a play and hit the ball than just not even find the strike zone. So that was frustrating to see that because this was, again, another winnable game. We have said this so many freaking times this season. The games that continue have got away. We're up to almost 20 right now, folks. 20. You turn those around, it's a different season. The games that got away from just being that close from getting a victory drives me crazy. Tomorrow is a 2:00 start. I will not be able to be watching much of that, and I'm sure Brendan won't either. But we'll be able to recap it. We'll be able to at least watch glimpses of it and recap it and everything. But hey, we got to work. We got things to do with our lives instead of sitting around watching a team want to play golf. So we'll do the best we can with our recap for tomorrow. The other thing that is also a Bayo start, Bayo versus John Gray. The other thing I want to mention before we wrap up our show is this caught my attention tonight from a X, Twitter, whatever you want to call that platform. I don't want to hear the debate. Oh, it's X. Oh, it's whatever. Yeah. Talking Baseball had a very interesting piece about Kikuchi for the Blue Jays. One of their starting pitchers had to exit the game early tonight from cramping. The reason for him exiting the game, I'm going to try my best to say this without laughing, but here it is. He left the game because he only got 11 hours of sleep. Wait, there's more. I have more. Because he typically sleeps, folks, for 13 to 14 hours a night. The guy goes to bed at 11 o'clock at night, and then he doesn't wake up till 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. I got nothing to say for this. It's just unbelievable.
If Verdugo pulled
sleep his life away.
If Verdugo pulled,
imagine saying that to a reporter.
For 2 weeks.
I have a hard enough time finding 5 hours to sleep. My God.
I think that might be the secret, Nick. I think that might be how you unlock your next level.
I guess so. When I saw that, I had to do a double. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'll take 11 hours. Even that I can say, all right, I can kind of get it. But 13 to 14 hours. If any of you out there can do that on a night, please DM us immediately and give us the secret recipe on whatever you're taking, because I'll definitely listen. Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that tonight. Clearly, I got to get on the Kikuchi schedule. I got to go to bed. So we got to go nighty-night because I'm going to get a cramp in my neck if I don't finish this. We'll see you tomorrow.